Welcome back to the AI Skills Hub. Today, I want to share with you just something I was playing around with on the weekend. I got it to work. It took less than sort of 8 seconds, and I know it's so life-changing for interior designers out there. Now, this is not client-facing. This is actually non-client-facing project management. So what this solves is that problem that you have when you have an in-home consult. We record the transcript and we talk about so many things on that initial walkthrough, and then we pull together the scope of work and we pull together the proposal. But often in the translation of that, I find that I can forget what I actually discussed with the client in the moment. So in order to deliver what I have promised to deliver, this is really great. I uploaded my transcript into Claude. I gave it one simple prompt and it built out a Notion dashboard for me that was all about that project. So this example is a live project I have running at the moment. I still work with design clients as well as lead the industry for AI integration into interior design studios. So I uploaded the transcript that I had from that initial consult, which was actually last year. It was in October or November of last year. So it's been 6 months or so. And it was able to build out a complete database of every action point that we suggested that we would go and procure for or change or design in some way. And inside of each of those actions, it actually had the discussion points that we mentioned in that initial call. It built checkboxes so that I can go through and say, yep, we've selected the sofa, I've done the joinery for the dining nook, that sort of stuff. So I'm going to share my screen now, which is something, if you're listening to this on Apple or Spotify, jump over to the YouTube if you want to watch me sort of break it down. Or just go to the show notes. I'm going to leave a little link where you can download full instructions and the brief. So let me share it with you and show you exactly what you need to do. Firstly, let's dive right into the end result. So after that one prompt went into Claude, it did have to pull out all of the details in the transcript, obviously, and I was doing something else, so it didn't bother me at all. But after a couple of minutes, this is what I received. So this is the default view where you can see all the different actions that I need to take by the category or room that we would discuss. You can check them off here if needed. You also have the triaged, whether it is red, do now, amber, do soon, or green, later or future, that's fine. It also categorized it by room and also status. Now, in saying this, what we can do here is search by priority as well. So then you can obviously action by those triaged priorities, or you can view it by room if I'm just wanting to get all the things I said I'd do for the kitchen or all the things for the living and dining, so on and so forth, all the way in all the categories. Staying on default view there, we can check things off as we've done them. You can add some notes in or links, anything that you want, and you can obviously amend to add future properties. As you can see here, the best part of it is when you go into each thing, it talks about what was discussed, the direction that we want to go in, and my notes. And that is for literally everything we talked about. There was, this was a fabric direction for a vintage chair. And now I know that I want to be searching for something warm, earthy, and tactile rather than just what already existed, for example. And then, it's like that for all of the different things that you see there. So it's really a great way to keep your project on track. This is project management for you. This is not about the client. The client doesn't see this. I have a living client portal in Project Studio where my clients would have all that front-facing things, where all their contracts, all their documents, all their drawings, everything lives. But this is a way to keep myself accountable to be like, oh yeah, I need to get this done, get that done. So you can see here, I would be able to filter by all those different views and decide what I wanted to do. You can add other views. You could do whatever you want to customize this, but this was no joke. I have not touched this. This was exactly how Claude delivered me the link to the Notion page that was already living in my Notion. Now I can use Notion AI, this little squiggly face down here, to change it into different colors, remove it, whatever I wanted to do. But for right now, I wouldn't touch this at all because I'm all about advancing productivity, and this was already done. I reviewed all of the cards here, and everything that came from the transcript was exactly the design intention and direction that I was going in. So if you're an interior designer out there and you're like, I don't have Notion, I don't have Claude, I don't need more tech, you need the right kind of tech, and you need to be using it in the right way for running an interior design studio, not how everyone's using AI in their businesses. Their businesses are not your businesses. What I do is find excellent matches for how AI integrates into creative interior design businesses specifically, because that is the type of business that I also run. Follow along for more. You can jump into the comments. I'm going to give you the instructions. I will show them to you now, and then you just go down below to the comments. There's a link and you can get them emailed to yourself and try it in Claude today. This is the email that I sent out to my audience and that you can get to. Just go to the link in the show notes or in the YouTube comment section. You can skip through all of this. You really just want to know how you've got to start with the transcript. You need to connect Claude to Notion if you haven't already, and I'll give you the directions on how to do that. There's my exact prompt that you need, and then watch it build. It's that simple. And then I've obviously shown you what it will sort of deliver you, which I've already walked through for you. And that is simply it. That is all it is, 4 steps. And you've got a whole Notion page database for your project. I hope this has been helpful. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will be back with more AI tips